FAB is doing a great job promoting Africa to the rest of the world. It's doing a great job, highlighting the beauty of the continent, the beauty of the people, fashion, lifestyle, music.
FAB Magazine has done a lot for the industry, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. It has given the industry, be it Nollywood, the music industry, or even the fashion industry, it has given it a better and improved look. And people outside Nigeria and even outside Africa can appreciate what we do, and what else could we ask for?
FAB Magazine is very important, especially now, and I would speak for the Nigerian market, because for the past 2 years, there's been a very, very high demand of fashion, models, and the good thing is FAB portrays a lot of models that, helps promote the modern industry and also fashion industry, which is very good.
You talk about stuff like the Fab Night, and not just that, the awards too. This year I'm nominated for Model of the Year. Hopefully I'm going to win. That's another thing too. You have to be willing to give back. And at the nomination party, all the nominees were handed their certificates, framed, I just think he's gone, the extra mile to do things the proper way, the way things are supposed to be done.
And unfortunately, when print is bad, most people don't blame the printer. They just go straight to the photographer. His camera wasn't, like an incident. Somebody just said, "Can you tell the photographer to just adjust his pictures?" And then no, it wasn't the photographer's fault. It was just bad printing, and that happens a lot. And so when you do get people who take the time to do the work, it's just a beautiful feeling.
It took seeing that to realize that, people are beginning to make an effort to be different. What really struck me was the graphics and the photography, and of course you don't expect anything less from the team that put that together. I must say we're colleagues, but they have done a good job. It's different, it stands out, and it challenges the norm with the generation who would be publishers then and material they would push out. This was fresher, was younger, and was moving with the times, and that's what I liked about it.
One of the most important things as well is paying attention to detail, editorial content. He has a great editorial team from Nigeria to the UK.
You see the level of work we put in, it really does show. But it doesn't get there by accident, definitely not overnight. There's a lot of sleepless nights, like where we're up proofreading. There's a lot of people that are involved, a lot of creatives. So it's amazing working with passionate, really creative, imaginative people. At the same time, you get a lot of people that don't believe in our passion, or they can be unreliable. So that's definitely a challenge, trying to put everything together, especially working in a virtual office where we're over the editorial team in the UK, and the rest of the team is over here in Nigeria.
The key is definitely teamwork and a lot of hard work, because nobody settles for mediocre. We've got a team that once the magazine is out and it's out on the street, it's out on the shelves, and people pick it up and go, wow, this is amazing. We maybe look at it for 2 days and we're already on to the next one. We're already thinking about what are we doing for the next issue, what are we doing for the issue after. And I think it's the case of not being satisfied, or it's the case of having people in your team, like our general manager, Nicola Odeku, at 2 o'clock, she's sending emails, 2 o'clock in the morning, not 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think having people that are dedicated to what they're doing, that know what they're doing, that are committed to the team, and that can work as a team is the key to keeping it consistent. And the fact that I think we all have the desire to make this not just a flash in the pan, not just a fad, but a legacy from all of us, really.
And I think it's important for the young people to see that that kind of product can come out of Nigeria, and the thought behind the product was from a Nigerian, in collaboration with other people. So I think it's very important, especially for the young person, to see that and to be inspired by that.
I'm hoping that if they can do this, they can go to doing a FAB TV, a FAB radio, that it's not just going to be an African thing that everybody's going to be listening to.
We didn't want it just to be a Nigerian publication that's successful in Nigeria. We wanted it to be an African publication that anybody in the world would pick up. And that's what's happening right now. We're sold in 8 countries.
I mean, we're talking in Africa, we have Ghana, South Africa, and Nigeria. In Europe, I mean, we've got the UK in all of the major stores, all of the major outlets. We're in the WH Smith. In the US, we're in Barnes & Noble.
In January, we're going to get sold in 3 more countries, as far as Australia, as far as the US. We've just recently got an order from Portugal, from Dubai.
Belgium, we're moving ahead to France, we're moving into Kenya. I mean, where would you want your brand positioned? Think about it. You probably have a copy on your table. Take a look at it.
Anywhere in the world, people can pick up the magazine and they would actually find something to read. That was the idea, to be the best publication out of Africa anywhere in the world that people would pick up and enjoy.
FAB Magazine is unique. Since its inception, it has been experimental and innovative, especially in its coverage of fashion and popular culture. FAB Magazine has paved the way unlike any other publication in Nigeria. It's been innovative, as I said earlier, and it's gone against the norm, the status quo, so to speak. FAB, in 3 adjectives, is fashion-forward, avant-garde, and bold.
One thing that Nigerians and the world can learn is when you set off to do something, do it well, do it right, do it fab.
Distinctive and unique. FAB Magazine.